Hi everyone, Scrappy Kathy here with Mini Paper Madness. And it is a monthly hop where we dig into our stash of, 8 by 8, 6 by 8, 6 by 6, 4 by 4, any papers that are not, that are in pads typically, or stacks, and not 12 by 12. So I have chosen this rather old paper pad, goes back to 2011. It's called Mykonos. It's from a collection called Mykonos by Seven Gypsies. And I was a huge Seven Gypsies fan because in the midst of a lot of beige and brown and dark green and kind of darker, more vintage floral type things, what I saw with them, they did have the kind of the dingy, a vintage-y sort of look, but the colors were bright. So I was a huge fan of this book, and they're like pattern papers like this that kind of almost look like mixed media art, where you could use that as a format and kind of do a photo there and add some embellishments around it. It's just amazing. And I think there are, I don't know, 8 copies of 6 different patterns or something. 6 copies of 8 patterns. I love this tile, and I'm going to cut that apart and do something with it at some point. Maybe next month for Mini Paper Madness, if not before then. So, since the name of the collection is Mykonos, I went and looked through our Mykonos photos, and I found this one of John standing by the famous windmills. And I filtered it trying to get one of these blues that's in here, kind of that blue right there. I missed it, I think. It's not quite yellow enough, but I think it stands out on the paper well enough to use. So I'm going to do it. Let's see. I'm going to show you my sketch. This is the sketch number 152. It's one of the weekly sketches at Scrap a Sketch on their Facebook page. And it's, relatively simple. There's a block of paper there, a couple smaller blocks there, another one here that kind of sets the stage for the photo. It looks like 2 photos are clipped together. I'm going to kind of perpetuate that myth. And then I used a Rosie Studio die to cut a couple of little envelopes. Don't know which I'm going to use, or maybe I'll use both. And I don't know if I'm going to put anything in them and have them come out. And I have a round kind of circular thingy here. This is it's a washi tape sticker that's from the paper repack from Vicky Bouton's Discover and Create. See, it peels up like that. So I'm going to use that. And I have this just in case I decide it needs a coffee ring. I can cut it in half and use it in a couple places, and we'll see where we go from there. Okay, so for the big piece that goes here, of course the paper's only 8 inches long, so I have cut a 3-inch piece twice out of the same paper. So I'm going to kind of put it on like that, and we'll see how we go. Get really line it up well when there are linear designs in the paper. It's kind of good for the paper to be lined up with the background. All right, there. And then especially since I'm kind of doubling over this, so now I'm going to line it up down here and hope it matches. That would be good if it matched, right? Ooh. Yes, indeed. Okay. I'm happy with that. It just looks like what the paper is, which is just snippets of various patterns in the collection. This is going to be my kind of center stage sort of thing, and in the original, um, it's got a notebook cut. I'm thinking the notebook cut, from experience, the notebook cut on here probably will not, would not show up. So instead, I'm going to, well, let me do it this way. I'm going to tear the edge, and then I'll turn it back, and we'll get to see that pretty stripe on the other side. I won't do that quite yet, but it's kind of, I think when we turn it back, that's going to really be a nice feature. So I'm going to put this down. Now I get this up high enough to hold it when I start turning it back. Okay, this I would like to put kind of maybe down this way. I'm looking for a straight line to line it up with, and I don't think any of these lines are straight, so I'm just going to have to eyeball that it's equal distance there. Okay. And I'm not happy with that when I look at it down here. There we go. Okay, and now I'm going to do these two strips over here. And I'll try to get it kind of lined up with the page. I think that's pretty close. There. And so I'm just using the scraps of the print that's on the other side. So I'm going to put this, line that up with that row of circles. There. Okay. And now I'm going to glue this. I have a couple of, this is some packaging from 49 Market, and I'm going to put like a mat on it. And here I've got the same packaging. I'm going to use that to mat my photo. Right there. And right here. Okay, and now the sketch kind of shows, because the frames are not solid, it's, if I line it up, if I kind of have them like the original, you lose the fact that that's the mat. So I'm going to maybe do it this way. And I'm going to put the clip there, and then I might use I might use the embellishments I have to dress this up. We shall see. But because there are so many layers there, I'm not going to put any foam behind. I'm just going to go ahead and let that, well, I'll do a little tape there, and then I'll push it down here. So here's the straight line I'm going to line that up with. I'm going to go for that. Okay, now let's kind of do our dry fitting. Let's see, maybe I want 2 envelopes. I cut them out of, you can see the same paper. I could put them like this, and maybe even on top of this circle, and then I could do something like some greenery coming out. I fussy cut a few things for another project, and let's see. I kind of like that idea of having some things sticking out. But if I did that, I might not want the red envelope. I might want this one if I use the big, red thing there. So let me get this glued together, and okay, let me get this over there, and then I'm going to put these things in to keep it from let's put a little bit of glue here. And a little bit here. Just on the bottom of that, and I'm going to kind of scooch it kind of over like so, and then when I put this in, I want it behind the leaf and just kind of sitting in there. Okay, I like that, and I'm just gonna glue it down right there, and I may tuck the little red envelope under it, just for it to, and I'll close it, and the die cuts a little strip right here that this tucks into. I have been able to do it a couple of times with great effort, so I'm going to kind of put that right there. I'll have it that way, and that kind of really raises this up nicely. I love that. I have this which says photo op, and I thought I would put it on the photo, but the photo doesn't, with the filter I use, doesn't really show up that much, And I could put it out here, but that kind of runs it off the page. And if I put it here, I cover up the windmill. So I think I'm not going to use photo op. I'm going to instead kind of pull, I have this, I used a bramble fox die and I cut this out of one of the papers. And if I put that right there, and I put a little bow on the front of this, that kind of really, that almost finishes it. You know, it hurts my brain to have this little on a page. I'm going to put these things away. I know I'm not going to use any more from there. I did pull this bit that I thought would kind of look cool right there, or maybe I want to use it over here. But I kind of don't want to leave this unembellished over here. So I thought maybe I could do something. Ooh, this is something I could have used. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe the reason I brought these circles is I thought maybe a circle might kind of cover up some of that white mat, but and it may, but I kind of like the idea of putting this ticket right there. And then I can maybe find a circle in a color, this yellow circle maybe. Let's cut it in half and see see what happens. Where did my scissors go? There. I thought I had them on the table. I'm going to just kind of cut that to make it easier to tuck behind there. This is from, I think, Fernwood, Vicky Booten. I'm going to kind of put that right there and do this little star just for no reason at all, just to kind of be building right here. Okay, so I've got multiple layers there in similar colors, and I can do maybe this one up here, and I can do it so that it kind of goes off the like so. I kind of like that. And let's see, I had a butterfly that I thought might look nice here, but the contrast is too much. I don't have a lot of black in there. I have a tag that I thought I could use a little bit of that, but that's not thrilling me. So I'm gonna put this down. I've got this, which I can tack onto here. It's the piece I tore off the top, and so it's exactly the right length. And I'm gonna glue it down, and then I'm gonna put that, didn't want to glue it exactly there. Then I will place the other there. Come on, I will butt it right up to it. I love that stripe because it's, it changes color, but also width. It goes from the wide ones down to narrower ones. Just so cool. Okay, so I'm gonna curl this over, and you'll get that stripe again, kind of right there. This Sight and Sounds is kind of adding that black that we didn't have. I'm gonna go ahead and just glue it down rather than put foam behind it. Okay, that there. I'm gonna glue this blue bow. This is 49 in Market, probably from Spectrum Sherbet. Is this, yeah, that's down. I'm gonna add a little glue kind of right there just to hold it, so when I photograph it you can kind of see it against the white. I don't want it lifted up so much that you can't see. Okay, I don't need these, and I don't need these. I'm still debating whether I need a circle here. Maybe this double red one, and put that right there. And what else could I use? What else do I have that might work right there? I have a different kind of ticket. This is just gonna be a layer, an embellishment layer. I'll put that right there, and I'll put this here. And then this. And I'm just gluing everything instead of foam. Not sure why. I'm gonna go like this. Okay. And I've got this gold heart here, but I was thinking of different hearts for my overlapping hearts. I've got these. The only ones that are appropriate here might be this turquoise and I'm gonna do it like that, turquoise and this gold. And that is my page. I thank you, Lisa, for another fabulous sketch, and I hope all of you will check out the list of folks who are participating in this hop this month. It'll be in my description box, and I think I'm done. I do have these little tiny red stars that just kind of seem like there might need to be one or two of these, like there, and I'll put one here, and one up here by the umbrella. This is from Vicky Boutin, Where to Next, and I just love the pineapple and the umbrella and the drink. And I'm going to put this down here and make a little trio. I suppose what I'm going to do is I'm going to print a thing that says of Mykonos, and it'll be in script. and I will add it to this. It'll be black on white. So it's going to say the sights and sounds of Mykonos. I apologize for not having done that before I filmed. It was on my list, and I had two other titles I was going to print, and I printed them and forgot this one. So, and I looked everywhere because I was pretty sure I had it. And let's see, I'm having trouble getting this up. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.